Hello, my name is Keshwani. This is Keshwani, Keshwani. We're here because we want to learn algebra. Today is our lesson number 184. Day 184, we are in the process of solving word problems from day 101 through 200, and today is our 84th day of solving a word problem. The problem for today is already on the blackboard. I'm going to read it to you. It says, 8 years ago, father was 12 times as old as son. So we have a pair of father and son, and we are told that father's age was 12 times the son's age 8 years ago. We are further told that today he is only he is only 4 times old as his son. Question simply is, how old are they? That's all. So he used to be 12 times as old as his son 8 years ago. Today he happens to be only 4 times as old as his son. How old are they? Pause the video, solve it yourself. Once you have the solution, then you can resume it and compare your work against the work that we are about to do together. Okay? So here we go. Let's pretend, we're going to define our variable first. Let's pretend that the son was 8 years ago, was x years old 8 years ago. So we're defining x not as son's age today, but rather as son's age 8 years ago. Let's pretend that the son was x years old 8 years ago. If that's the case, then we are told that 8 years ago the father was 12 times as old. So if son was x years old, here's our chart. Eight years ago. So, if son was x years old 8 years ago, then at that point we are told that the father was 12 times as old. So if he's x years old, at that time the father must have been 12 times x, 12x. How old is son going to be today if he was x years old 8 years ago? Well, if 8 years ago he was x years old, then today he must be whatever his age was then, plus 8 more, x plus 8. And father's age would be whatever his age was 8 years ago, which is 12 times x, plus 8 more. So these are their current ages, x plus 8 and 12x plus 8. The rest is very straightforward, very simple. The rest is downhill. We are told that today father is 4 times as old. So here's our father's age today. This is today. Today father's age is equal to 4 times son's age. Here's our father's age, 12x plus 8, and that happens to be 4 times this quantity, 4 times x plus 8. That's all it is. All we have to do is solve for x and answer the question that is being asked. But remember, keep in mind, you must always remember how you define your variables, how the unknown was defined. Here we are defining the unknown, the x, not as father's age, but at son's age, and not as son's age today, but we are defining x as son's age 8 years ago. So once we finish solving for x, that's not going to be the answer, that's not the son's age. We're going to have to add 8 to it to get his age today. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. So let's open the parenthesis. So that gives us 4x, and 4 times 8 gives us 32, and here we have 12x plus 8. Let's subtract 4x from both sides, and let's subtract 8 from both sides. By subtracting 8 from both sides, we get rid of this 8, this is positive 8, and the negative 8 goes out, and by subtracting 4x from both sides, we get rid of this 4x. This is the positive 4x, This is the negative 4x, so we get rid of this thing. So we are left with 12x minus 4x, which is 8x, equals 32 minus 8. 32 minus 8, I know 32 minus 10 is 22, so it's 24. 24, 8x equals 24, divide both sides by 8, and you get your x equals to 3. So here we go. X equals 3. Therefore, today, son is 3 plus 8, which is 11. Just remember, as I already told you 2 or 3 times, x is his age 8 years ago. Let's keep our work separate. So that's today's age for son. Father's age today is this thing. Today, father is 12x plus 8. 12x plus 8, 12 plus x, which is 3, plus 8. Again, 3 times 12 is 36. 36 plus 10 would be 46. So 36 plus 8 must be 44. Oh, what do you know? As we can clearly see that today, as we can clearly see from there, today father is in fact 4 times as old as son. Today father is in fact 4 times as old as son, because son is 11, he is 44, which is exactly what we are told in the problem. Today he is 4 times as old. That's all it is. That's it. We're done. The question was, how old are they today? The answer is, the boy is 11 years old, father is 44 years old. That's all we're done for today. I will see you tomorrow on day number 185. Tomorrow I have another age problem. Talk about father and son one more time. But until then, goodbye. See you tomorrow, okay? Bye now.